Guys, did you check out the Umbrella Core trailer? Second trailer, it says.
Some of it.
What
Apparently, I'm
about?
the only one
Looks like
here.
some sort of prequel.
If you want to mute your mic, you can watch
Is
it,
it
and we'll let
some
Jonathan
sort of
talk about it.
prequel, or is it?
All right, yeah.
I don't know if it's a prequel or not. No, it can't be a prequel because from what I saw in the trailer, it looks like you're hanging out in the Resident Evil 4 village.
I'm gonna buy it.
Oh,
I
poor
fucking buy
you,
everything
poor
Resident
you.
Evil, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not.
Of course, I'll wait for it to go down in price, but
Yeah.
and then I'll probably buy it. And what do you mean you're not? You're gonna have to. You review games.
No, no, not that one. Not that one. Raccoon City, that was enough for me. um, no,
That was a
I just,
nightmare. I bought that when it was about $40.
yeah. It is, and this is the sequel to Raccoon City. What I don't understand is they sit there and say, "We know you like survival horror. We're gonna bring that back. We're gonna give you, what you want. Here's our next game, the sequel to the game everyone hated."
Yeah, that blows my mind. Dude. No one liked that game. It bombed. I don't even think it made good sales either, and yet they're
Yeah.
fucking bringing it.
No. You don't understand. That's where the horror comes from.
That would be genius, actually.
They're making you terrified of the game itself. Its very existence.
I can't believe I spent all this money. Oh, I bet they'll
Truly,
be.
it's truly
They
masterful.
lock you in a room and make you play the first one. How about that?
Oh,
It looks
God.
like. I think it looks like it could be fun, maybe if I mean, it's not going to be scary in the least bit. You basically, it's horde mode with zombies from what I saw in the trailer.
Yeah.
Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. I love killing zombies. So it could be very fun. But as far as a Resident Evil game goes, which is supposed to be kind of at least attempting to be scary, nah.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a. It just, to me, it looks like they're really trying to still create. I don't even know if I would say Call of Duty-esque, but it really seems like they're trying to emulate that whole, experience,
I
multiplayer
think it's
shooter
following.
experience.
Yeah, I think it's following the same trend a lot of the Resident Evil games have recently, in that they're becoming more action-oriented, less horror-oriented. Ever since, I mean, I think it really started with Resident Evil 4, which I'm not speaking bad about Resident Evil 4. Nobody find me and lynch me, but it kind of started there. That's where they, changed things up, changed the gameplay style. And four still had its scary moments. 4 was good. I love 4. But then came 5, which became way more action, and then 6, which was basically a Hollywood. It was basically Die Hard with zombies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will say, tip of the hat to them with their Revelation series, though. It goes back to at least the original.
I've heard those were really good. I haven't played them, but I've heard they were really good.
Yeah, I've heard they're really excellent, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking, maybe they're splitting it. Maybe the main series is going to be horror, focused, and this is going to be one of their trying to do something else.
I think the secret to Resident Evil's success in the horror department was just the shitty camera angles.
Yeah.
Once they changed up the camera, it wasn't scary.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing about Resident Evil with the first game or the second game is you could never tell where the zombies were coming from because the camera never cooperated.
Yes. Yeah. It was great. So I miss the fixed camera angles, and I miss the controls too.
Well, it was ingenious because the mere fact that yes, you had these slow moving zombies, so that wasn't really that scary if you think about it. But the moment you put it into an atmosphere where sometimes you can't fucking see them, and all you can hear is their movement, and it makes it frightening,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
it was
the
the atmosphere more than
everything is the.
Yeah. It's not as scary when I can see what's coming.
I think it was more of a in the fourth one, it was more of just stress that would get to you, oh no, this guy's chasing this girl and I gotta shoot. protect her and keep her alive. That was where the
And
comes from,
they
but-
kept the controls in 4, from what I remember, a little bit more stiff too.
They were. You couldn't. I don't think you could run at all. I don't recall, but I know it was very hard to move around, and
Yeah.
plus, having that limited kind of movement, especially like the first time you see the guy with the chainsaw come
Yeah.
out, and you're thinking he's just gonna hit you, and then he cuts your freaking head off.
Yeah.
Like I said, 4 still had its scary moments, especially
I froze up there for a minute, so I must have missed a huge conversation.
It's okay. We were just talking about how much I hate scary games and how I pee my pants when I play them. So for me,
You're out of this,
I love-
Jonathan.
Jonathan's
I love
a
scary games, but
giant
Sean
quivering
sees me playing
pansy.
well, I mean, think about it this way, though,
I
guys.
love scary
Like,
games.
if
They're one of my favorite genre, but
Yeah.
if
They
you're into scary games, then the biggest and best advancement that could possibly happen is a very immersive VR experience. Because, I mean, from a first-person perspective, dealing with zombies or some type of survival or horror elements would be super, super scary, especially if it's, it's in a 3D, rendered environment. So I think virtual reality is going to take survival horror to the next level, as long as it's, a good game.
It could, and I think that's one of the few good uses of VR, because it could be used very well that way. But on another note, I think what we all need to do is get Jonathan, lock him in a dark room, and make him play a scary game like Amnesia or Slender.
Oh well, I've been
And
wanting to do
record
this. I don't. If I ever can, I still want to do a Resident Evil marathon and stream it. So maybe I'll come down there and we'll all sit in a room and we'll just go Resident Evil 0 to 6 with
God,
Jonathan.
no.
That sounds like a good idea.
It's
So
horrible. I'll go get you guys. I'll make the popcorn and stay out of the room. How's that sound?
it's not a scary game. It's just like jump scares at the most. There's nothing remotely like, to me anyway.
Guys, I don't even
You know
like
what games really? Jonathan, if I really wanted to fuck with you, I would have turned on Eternal Darkness and let you have fun with that shit.
No. Here's how bad he is. I tried to get him to sit down and play Resident Evil 6.
Oh, that
with
was
me,
not even scary.
And he couldn't do it.
Oh
He
my
couldn't
goodness.
fucking do it.
It scared you, Jonathan? Really? Oh, okay. Maybe that's who Capcom's marketing to now. We're all desensitized. We're all three of us are desensitized. I can't even say the word.
desensitized.
Yeah.
Dehumanized. You have no fear of
Yes.
death.
No fear. No, I fear death. It's just I know what's fake and what's real. But moving on to what I
I don't.
really